Hi, I'm Matt Evans, Superintendent of the Monticello Central School District, and thank you for joining me for the April 7th, 2025 edition of It's Monday in Monticello. In the Monticello Central School District, we strive to offer a world-class community of schools and ultimately become a district of choice. We are constantly reviewing and revising our programs, practices, and policies to make our schools the safest places they can be for our students and staff, and providing learning environments where students can be successful. We stand at a crossroads in our school district as well as New York State in terms of public education, in terms of this type of school that we can offer our students. And I ask our school community to consider which school would be better for your child. Would it be school A, the school that has practices that reduce student learning, that promote distractions among students and ultimately increases their anxiety? Or would it be school B, which has practices that increase student learning, for example, on average, scoring 13 percentage points higher on tests, practices that help students be more attentive in class and take better notes, and practices that ultimately improve their mental health? Our district, our administration, and our Board of Education believe strongly that school B is the preferred school for our students. The Monticello Board of Education will be considering revisions to its policy 5695, students and personal electronic devices, that would prohibit students' use of their personal electronic devices during the school day. This bell-to-bell ban, as it's commonly referred to for cell phones, would prohibit any student access to those devices. And in the policy, it would state throughout all district schools and during the school day, that is from student drop-off until student dismissal, student personal electronic devices must be turned off and stowed in a school-approved compartment if brought to school. Now, our current plan is that students would be able to carry those phones with them in a sealed pouch throughout the school day. However, those pouches need to be sealed, the phones need to be off, and they can be reopened at the end of the school day, or in the case of emergency, if granted by a teacher or administrator. We will be hosting community forums later this spring to better explain that proposed policy, our rationale behind it, and the research that supports it, as well as answer any concerns or questions that parents, caregivers, staff, and students might have. Well, our first community meeting will be on April 29th in the Arnold Packer Hughes Auditorium in Monticello High School. On May 14th, we will be hosting a virtual Zoom meeting via Zoom. And on May 29th, we'll be hosting our final community forum on this subject. Each of those meetings start at 6 p.m. There'll be more information forthcoming also on our website. In other news, I want to recognize and express my appreciation for our assistant principals. April 7th is Assistant Principals Week. Thank you, assistant principals, for all that you do in making our schools safe places for our students and staff. We also want to recognize our school bus drivers. It is National School Bus Driver Appreciation Day on Tuesday, April 22nd. Thank you, school bus drivers, and I ask our community and staff to join me in recognizing their work on Tuesday, April 22nd. Good luck to our students in grades 3 through 8 who will begin their New York State tests in English Language Arts and Math this week. We'll be offering a parent literacy workshop for families of Cook Elementary students this Wednesday, April 9th at 5:30 p.m. at Cook Elementary School. More information can be found on our website. The Board of Education will be meeting again its next meeting will be on Tuesday, April 22nd at 7:30 p.m. in the Robert J. Kaiser Middle School Library. And a reminder that there will be no school for students due to spring recess beginning on April 14th and running through April 21st. Classes will resume for students on April 22nd. I want to wish everyone a restful and enjoyable spring recess, a happy Passover, and a happy Easter for everyone who is celebrating. That's it for this week. Stay well, everyone. With Monty Pride, I'm Matt Evans.